Hello, my friends. Do we know someone that has a great financial life, but perhaps poor relationships, or a great social life and poor financial life? How about great career, but they have poor health? Well, there are those people in our lives, and typically what we see is either they're depressed, they complain about certain aspects of their life, or they just can't get it together. What we're talking about today is managing your life. What does that mean? It means taking ownership or control over your entire life. You know, when we coach people, I've talked to you about this before, one of the things we use is the wheel of life, the pie divided up into 8 or 9 pieces, and each piece represents an aspect of your life, your social life, your health, your finances. And what we typically ask you to do is grade those areas of your life between 1 and 10. And when you grade those areas and you kind of draw on that little pie, you realize that wheel of life is imbalanced. There's some bumpy areas. And what we try and do is we get people to those areas where they're ones, which is a negative, and the 10, which means it's great. If you have a 3 or 4 and then everything else is 8 or 9, when you get to that bumpy area, that area of your life where it's rated a 4 or something like that, that's the bumpy area in your life. So that's an area where we know we need to work on, we need to talk about and make some changes. So that wheel of life, so that it is smooth, you want, 8s and 9s all the way around that wheel in every aspect of your life, so that you will have a smooth rolling life. Well, what are the benefits of having, the high 8s, 9s, 10s on your wheel, having a balanced wheel? What's the benefit? Well, you eliminate stress because you're not on a high today and on a low tomorrow. And we know that stress causes health issues. You also make better decisions when you're not constantly worried, depressed, complaining about certain aspects of your life. You can make better decisions. You can focus. How about an increase in productivity? When your life is going smooth, when you're not worried about finances, you're not worried about your social life, your spiritual life, you're able to be more productive. You're able to focus on a lot of the things that are important. How about an improved reputation? Well, believe it or not, your reputation comes into play when people know that, hey, you're a bad financial manager, you're just making bad moves, or you can't be trusted in certain areas, then that becomes a problem. It creates a reputation that, hey, he's not trustworthy, or something like that. Okay, how about improved relationships? If you're happy, if you're content, if you're satisfied, that flows over into the relationships in your life. You can, if your finances is good, your social life is good, typically your relationship with your children, your spouse, your coworkers, that's going to be good also. And the last one I'll mention is your mental health. If you're on a high about your career, but yet your spiritual life or your finances or your relationship with your spouse is bad, then that's going to be a problem. So there are a lot of benefits to having a balanced life so that you're not having all the ups and downs. So if you want to get your life on track, if you want to roll in a good fashion, consider looking at aspects of your life and getting it balanced. Work on those areas. Be intentional about working on those areas that need improvement. Please like or subscribe if you like the material, and be blessed.